So, hello fellow coin collectors, and in today's video with Glenn we're looking at the 1948 penny. So as you can see, I have quite a lot, and sometimes I do get distracted. One of the things I get distracted by is bird watching. So I do like our native birds, and if I go to any country, looking at birds is actually quite therapeutic. So the 1948 penny, that is a very common year for the penny, but only one of these varieties is common. So here we have the Melbourne. So this is the most common, has a mintage of 26,616,000, and majority of my pennies are this date. And then we have the Perth Mint. So Perth Mint only has 1,533,000. So that is only about 5% roughly of the mintages of Perth Mint. So most of the coins you're going to encounter are the Melbourne Mint. And as you can see, this one is slightly off center, not too great, so it won't increase the value of the coin that much. But most of the coins you'll get will be Melbourne Mint, and that is reflected in the price. So the price of these coins, for fine, you're talking about a 5 times the price for a fine coin. So this coin in fine is about $2.50, and this coin's 50 cents in fine condition. So that's 5 times the amount. If you're looking at almost uncirculated, roughly grade 50. They don't use all the grades in the Sheldon system, so you won't be getting like 51s, 52s, 53s. Usually they skip over a lot. But in 50, this coin you'll be looking at about $100. That's a high grade, but this one isn't high grade. And a Melbourne Mint you're looking about $10. So that's only 10%. So that's 10 times. Because with 26 million, these are going to be very common in high grade. So easy to get. You probably can still get them in rolls. And with 1.5 million, this is going to be hard to get. So why is there a difference in the mintages? Well, with the errors in the Renix catalogue, they have more errors for the Perth Mint than they do for the Melbourne Mint. It's about twice as many, and most of those errors are die cracks. So obviously they had problem with the dies cracking, and there is also doubling, and dots. So they had a problem with the actual striking of the coin, and I would say, if I was to guess, that they produced less of these pennies because they were trying to work out what the problem was. And if we go to 1949, they only produced pennies at Melbourne in 1949, and they restarted minting pennies at Perth in 1950. So obviously they were trying to fix up a problem in 1948 with the penny. So let's have a look at the Perth Mint. So the rare coins you're looking at here are the curved base of figure 9 in 4 in date. So this one seems to have, so what we're looking at here is we're looking at the 4, and we're looking to see if the 4 is curved or if it's straight. So what we need to do, take it off autofocus, lock, and you need a straight line and turn it around. So, looks like it is a bit curved, but it's probably not enough to warrant it to be the actual error. And that is actually a rare one. It's one you want to look for. There's a dot on the king's forehead. So you need a dot on the king's forehead. Yeah, that looks like a dot on the king's forehead. So if I can find my pointer, I'll use a pen. So we got a dot there right in the old eyebrow. So a dot on the king's forehead. I've got another dot up here. So that is a die break. And that is actually quite rare. Lump on king's eyebrow. Very fine or better. So, yeah, that's it. Lump on king's eyebrow. And this one, yeah, probably also fine. Almost very fine. I would probably grade this as fine. But, you know, that's the type of errors you're looking for. And most of the die cracks are scarce, so a lot of the coins did have the die cracks. Another error, a raised circular line below king's bust. No, don't see a raised circular line. Die crack rim to the... Okay, double reverse legend. So this is the reverse. Use it doubled. And not all of these will occur on the same coin. Let's have a look at the lettering. Maybe, maybe not. No, don't see any doubling. Looks like just damage up the top there. So, no doubling. Another one is cud on rim top of IA in Australia. So no cud. So, but this one does have the dots on the forehead. So that is an error you're looking for. And I'm not too sure on the value of that. But being a rare error, I'd say probably put it at $5. Okay, so then we got the Melbourne. Melbourne doesn't have as many errors because they didn't have quite as much problem. Die cracks are not as common with the Melbourne ones. But the rare coins you're looking for is an upset from 10 to 12 o'clock. So if we look at that, we've got 12 up here, 10 up there. So turn on the other side, you'll probably get a rotation like that. So that is a rotated coin, a die upset. And that's pretty rare because they would have checked the coin and found it was broken. Okay, broken P in penny. So we have one of these where this circle joins to the straight line or half circle is broken. So that's an error you're looking for. Another one is small dot on edge of sheriff on the base of 4. So you've got a dot there. Die crack through king's forehead. Cud in shape of triangle on the back of king's forehead. So forehead, you get some errors there. And you get a few others. There's 4 or 5 die cracks, in which the Perth Mint has about 20. And you get some dots. Okay. Narrow obverse legend lettering. So let's just have a quick look and see if any of these are error coins. You don't want to spend too much time because time is basically your most valuable asset. And is that rotated? No. Damn. So you definitely rotate these coins to make sure no room for errors. And this one's got bronze disease, despite being in very fine condition. And okay. Okay, so let's see if we can get through this in 1 or 2 minutes. You also need to move it up and down to check the light. Okay, I'll just do these 2 coins and then we'll go and see the actual values because I don't want to make this video too long. It bores the hell out of people. Beautiful. But pennies are a nice coin. So if you're going to get them, look for the dot behind penny because that is what will increase the value, especially if it's an error. Okay, so now I've got some values. So this one's sold for $20, uncirculated. Does look uncirculated. It looks like it might have some ghosting on it. Then we got some other ones. So this is a lot we've seen before. Then we got another one. So this is a Perth one, $6. Is that a Perth? Oh no, it's Melbourne. Then we have another Perth one for $4. So the Perth ones are not too much, but these ones are probably in fine to very fine condition. 48 uncirculated, $8.50. That's a Melbourne one. Yeah, that's pretty much price you're going to pay for an uncirculated coin. Then we got lots. These are the ones that I would definitely bid on. 48, $1. So it's a Melbourne. Perth one, $17.50. They're graded very fine. But you need to check and see if the grade. Let's have a look and see what the grade is. Okay, when I look at these coins, I usually look at the hair. The kangaroo, it's hard to tell, but you can see the eye, you can see the ears. Here's a bit hard to tell what detail. You go to their hair. This photo's not the best, but it looks pretty worn. I'd probably say it might be very fine. Could be also just fine, because you have lots of wear on the ear. In which the other coins, you know, you have a lot of detail on the ear left. So for me, that will probably be graded as fine. And then we have some other coins, $6. Yeah, so for a fine, very fine, you're probably paying, I don't know, $3 to $5 for a Perth mint. Probably only $1 or $2 for a Melbourne mint. So it's better off if you're going to get a Melbourne mint, you get a higher grade coin, not a lower grade coin. Unless you're getting lots like this, then the grades will vary and you can mix and match. Another one, see this one, we don't know what it sold for because the best offer is accepted. And then we have a lot of half pennies. So here's another one, $15, very fine. That is a Perth mint. And this is a Melbourne mint. Not too sure what that sold for. It's obviously been graded as MS64 and whatever else. So if you're going to grade these coins, I'd only grade probably anything that's can get a potential over $100. If it's under that, I just wouldn't really worry about it. I wouldn't worry about grading any Melbourne pennies from 1948, just the Perth ones in high grade. So this one's probably fine to very fine. And that's it. Oh, nice error. That would have been a good error to buy, even though it's a half penny. Best offer. So I would say $25 for an error like that is probably on the low side, but they accept the best offer, so you know it's going to be lower than that. But that's the coin that you're really looking for. And there you go, a lot of things. So here's the die crack. And let's have a look closely. I know it's a half penny, but you know, you can find these on pennies as well. Oh, it's a nice die crack. Looks like that's lamination. And yep, so that's what you're looking for, die cracks. Anyway, this is where I'll leave the video. I'll leave a link down below to eBay, and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you, and that's the best error I have seen so far. Thank you and goodbye.